to start with the start. Who's all in the movie screen, flaunting facts in every scene. What life really is, we are all higher beings having a human experience. I'm all the way up with the highest heights, seeing through a guided eye. You don't transcend your mind till you do, you paralyze. The government is terrorists. We don't have to live in fear. Research your birth year, learn your higher purpose. We struggling to live.
What's good with all my amazing beings out there? So, if you watch or if you follow me on my Instagram and you know me or not, and you know that I went to Peru a few weeks ago. All right, so the thing is, I'm going to make this short, sweet, and simple. Life is a game, and that's something I knew pre-Peru. Life is a game that we're playing and we're having with ourselves. Okay, I get that. I knew that. Go up, butterfly shit. Woo. Hey, but I'm fly shit. Oh, wait, do you think I'm fly shit? Upon coming here on Earth, when we incarnate, they say we forget why we came. But all while I was younger, it was a strong desire in me saying, hey, like the stuff they put in the movies is real, and any and everything we can believe and imagine is real. The thing. On this earthly bound, this earthly plane, this earthly world, until beings start to naturally have that vibration of love within them, then yes, they probably gonna keep reincarnating until they learn their lesson. It's still a lot that I know, but I pretty much got it figured out already, because once you know the paradox of life and you know the paradox of the game, you laugh because everything is contradictory, because it has to be. In order for it to not be, it has to be. In order for it to be, it has to not be. Of course, that may not make any sense, but eventually maybe I'll attempt to break it down further for you. One thing that I do recollect is I kept thinking like, man, I got a feeling that when I find out the truth, I'm going to die. And I was scared. I was scared as I was growing up. And by the time I turned 25, which I'm 25 at, so we're going to leave it right there. I was freaking out like, man, I'm going to die. Then I discovered the truth. And then I knew it for the most part. And I didn't die. And I was like, okay. Then eventually as I went on, I'm sitting up here thinking like, the crazy part is now I do know the truth. And it's my decision to die, because we have to have an ego death. Now, the thing about it is, you could take shrooms and have an ego death. When you're ready, I want to say when the student is ready, the master will appear, which maybe my master came and then I ran from it because I knew what I knew. And then I was like, oh, no, maybe I don't know. But I knew. And the crazy part is I think ayahuasca is another way to do it. But my thing is, now technically there is no way to liberate, because life is a pattern and you have to continue to go on in life. Life is going to continue to exist. We're going to continue to reincarnate. But I feel like there is a way to stop it, at least on this earthly plane. So whatever you believe, I feel like this. One thing I know for sure is this world is magic, it's magical. The universe is magic, it's magical. Yes, the polarities of good and bad, yin, yang, God, devil, and at the end, which is duality. This is something I know within me, and I listened to Alan Watts, and he reinstated what I felt and feel that I knew and know, is that, yes, there is good and bad. But at the end of the day, that's just the polarities that are experienced during this humanly earthly experience, because that's what it's supposed to be. Again, I'm not saying I have all the answers, but this is what I know I figured out. So upon having the ego death, yes, you are going to wake up. Most of us are tapping into or attempting to wake up. I know my whole goal, like the ego made me start doing music again. I went through a real bad breakup and I had an ego death, and I had got away from music and my spiritual energy went way through the roof, and I was vibrating. I'm feeling real good and all that. And I wasn't having a deep enough understanding to why the music got away from me. But the music is just another distraction to keep on going on, to play the game, you know, to want recognition in life, to feel like you're somebody. But upon me going to Peru and not finishing my ceremony, I did one ceremony I was supposed to be for. I did one ceremony, and then I, boom, came back because I got afraid. I'll probably tell the Peru story later. But the goal is to know that, yes, we come to Earth to experience ourselves, to have fun with ourselves, to play a game. But the thing is, you must undertake an ego death in order to get out the game. Yes, upon killing yourself, you might end the game, but then you in turn still come back because you left your soul and your ego questioning things. I believe the way to have a pure and true ego death is to know exactly what you want in and out of life, to be content with all things that you have done, and to be ready to say, okay, I fulfilled all missions that I feel like I came here for. And then to take it upon yourself to say, hey, I'm ready to have an ego death. And then when you say that within yourself deep enough, and it's not something you can force, it's something you're naturally going to feel, because mine just naturally came to me. Then I ran away from it. Crazy me. So, yes, I'm getting ready to dive back in, but I'm just making sure that I have it all right, because no, I don't want to reincarnate back on this earth. Put it like this, I'm not reincarnating back on this earth. The fact that I know what I know, we're going to go have fun somewhere else. If we do have to reincarnate, which I believe we just have to be other things, I'm going to make sure that we become, or I become, however you want to label it or not label it, it's not even to be labeled. We are just, I am that I am. We are just the great I am. Okay, that is all we are. At the end of it all, society, to play fun, to have fun in the game, we place labels upon these different things. And at the end of the day, we are labelless. We are faceless and formless. We are just existence. We are just energy of love, experiencing hate to know that we are love, you know, etc. Blah, 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 vice versa. So at the end of the day, for those who are out there looking to, I would say, to not reincarnate, to liberate, to have an ego death, you're doing shrooms and ayahuasca, your goal is to make sure within your being you are ready to move past whatever it is on this earthly bound. Because if you're not, that ego will pull you back. And I knew consciously going there, I told my mom, I'm going to have an ego death, I'll be back. But when I got there, I felt like I wasn't going to come back. The thing is, I don't want to come back. You know what I'm saying? So I should have did it. But now that I know, I'm going into it. However, I'm going to meet my liberation. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be content with it, because I have so many different stories and things in my mind, like, oh, what exists, what don't exist. Okay, none of it is real, but everything is real because we are experiencing it for it to exist and making it real. That might sound crazy, but you do enough research. Just listen to Alan Watts. It's a game that we're playing with ourselves. So yes, you are me and I am you, and it goes on. But at the end of the day, we literally can just get out of the illusion by accepting that we're in it, and we put ourselves here. I've been took responsibility a long time ago. I stopped making excuses, and when I did allow myself to make an excuse, I was conscious of the fact that, hey, I'm making an excuse right now, but I'm okay with it. You have to get to a place where you're so true and honest with yourself that no one can lie to you and make up any story for your brain and mindset to believe, because your spirit and your being is who and what you cause it to be. With that being said, I'm sure there's so much more that I could say. I know beings are most likely going to want to hear more. I'm still figuring it all out within my mind because it's clear, but I guess I just am going to write it down. I'm probably going to lay out my my Instagram a certain way and my website a certain way, But at some point, yes, so I'm going to liberate my being from here because, I mean, it's a fun game, but I know I play it all the time, and I am tired of playing it. I'm not sure how the liberation part works, but I'm sure I haven't figured out already because we already have the answers. Therefore, I'm going to see you all in the world of 5D and beyond because we know it exists. In this 3D world, we are so much more than it. So we just have to be conscious and make sure we're making the right decisions, which technically there is no right or wrong decision. It's just the experience that you're going to go around and go about and just send yourself on whichever other routes. So with that being said, y'all know look. Y'all know the saying. When you live a life full of passion, everything is amazing. When you tap into the reasons why everything is amazing, you realize that are amazing.
Info, powers